SuperTalk Mississippi media production.
For the most beautiful jewelry at incredible prices and the best service, shop Corinth Jewelers. We are honored and humbled to have been voted the best jewelry store in the state of Mississippi once again by Mississippi Magazine. Corinth Jewelers, for everything that sparkles.
Pike County, here comes your morning show. Dave in the morning on 93.5 FM, SuperTalk, Mississippi.
So now, understand, you're not going to dictate to me what I do and what I don't do, but I'm still the mayor, Mr. Brown.
None of this meeting is recorded. None by any parties. Correct?
No, sir, mine is recorded. I'm being accused.
Any conversation.
Said I want to make it on record. I want the allegations in writing, or the accused, or on recording of this harassment.
And now, here's your host, Dave Hughes.
Good morning on a Wednesday. How you doing? Dave Hughes here. Beautiful day. Work with me. It could be worse. It's cloudy, it's overcast, there's a slight chance of rain. The humidity is somehow a scientifically impossible 116% outside, but it's still a beautiful day. It's all about attitude. It's all about how you approach it. It's all about lying to yourself until you believe it. Whichever way you want to look at it, it works. Luckily, we don't have to tell any fibs, because we got a really fun event to talk about. Joining us from Southwest Health Systems, the lovely and talented Lexis. Leggett, how you doing?
Good morning, everyone. How are y'all, and how are you doing today, Dave?
Doing fantastic.
Thank you for having us on today. Like you said, we have a really, really fun event coming up. We also have a special guest with us today as well, Miss Charlotte Rowley, our CEO at Southwest Health.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
So, are you the ringleader of this? I don't want to give it a negative connotation by calling it a circus, but, you know, in a way it kind of is in the best possible ways.
I would say that the idea, I thought of it, and this came from Lexis. Her and Kimberly put this together. I said, let's have an event for the community, for the employees. Let's celebrate, 250th. Let's celebrate that. And from that came this. I mean, and that was 3 weeks ago.
I'd say good things happen quickly sometimes.
Yes. And I think that they work well in chaos, obviously.
Like, we're not going to say that all the time, but we try to.
I was just about to say, that's not the reputation you want to build.
But we do want you all to come see everything we've been planning for you all. So we officially have America's 250th celebration. For us, we're going to celebrate it on July 3rd. Friday, July 3rd at 1506 Aston Avenue from 10 to 3. And we have a little bit of everything going on, from music to food to giveaways, all kind of different activities for kids in our kids zone, a little bit of it all. But the number one thing that I'm most excited about, well, we'll start with the number two at first. We have keys versus strings coming out. So who doesn't love a little bit of good music? But we're going to circle back to all of the other fun things. But I want to start with what I am most excited about. And one of the only things we're doing for a fundraiser at the event is actually going to be for the Medical Foundation at Southwest. We're going to have a dunk tank that Miss Charlotte Rowley and the rest of our C-suite would be in. So for $1 per throw, or I believe we're going to do, let's see, I don't want to give you the wrong information, 6 throws for $5. You have a chance to put our C-suite into the water.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about this.
She does not sound enthused about that.
I was being very careful with my words with that, considering how excited I am. I don't want to show just how excited I am, but I need everyone to go spend a little money on that one for us.
We are. And we were talking about this before. So whether you love us or you hate us, come dunk us. We're okay with it. We're okay. It's a wonderful cause, and we're happy to participate.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, you're branding this so nicely. You're spinning it so well. This is a throw things at the boss event
for a good cause.
Right, don't forget that.
You have to throw a good cause in there, which is a really fun way to do it, actually.
And now somehow you get a clearer understanding of what Charlotte meant when she said, "Well, I just came up with the idea. All of this is her. I didn't come up with the details."
That idea may have been in the back of the mind for a while now, and this is the perfect opportunity to actually do such. But I'll be sure to circle back to that before it's all over. But
never give her an opening.
No, I had to go ahead and get that one out the way. We could not miss that at all.
No, that was the first thing she brought up when she was coming up with ideas.
that it was. But of course, like Miss Charlotte said, we started planning this just a few weeks ago. It started off with, let's give out some hamburgers, some hot dogs. Let's see what we can do. Mm-hmm. And then from there, it just got really, really big. So of course, we're going to have hamburgers, hot dogs. Thank you to Pike National Bank, our Liberty sponsor. So they will be participating with us, helping the whole event. They'll handle the hot dogs. Together, we'll have hamburgers, popcorn, cotton candy, watermelon, funnel cakes. Dunaway concessions will be coming out for that. Scoops Italian ice, not super patriotic, so we'll just say snowballs for this event. But no, Scoops will be out there giving away large amounts of that as well. It's going to be a good time in regards to that. Coca-Cola is also our Stars, Stripes, and Sips sponsor, so we're proud that they're going to be a part of this with us also. Our Kids Zone will be going on from 10 to 3, and that is going to have different bouncy houses, obstacle courses, water slides, all kind of different yard games. That will be fun. If you see me out there for a little bit taking a break, just know we earned it. We earned it with that one. Especially at 3 o'clock. When that's over, we'll be out there.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been involved in events before, and nobody ever sees the work after it's over. And there's always work after it's over. By the way, I have a solution for your Italian ice thing. It's Freedom Ice.
Freedom Ice.
One event.
Well, speaking of Freedom Ice, once you get that, you can go see our Freedom Fleet. So that's another big part of the event that we're very excited for. So essentially, view it as a touch a truck type of event overall. So we're going to have different military vehicles out there, different cop cars, fire trucks, a little bit of it all. All of our first responders will be there. So that'll be fun for not only just the kids, but everyone will have the opportunity to actually explore these vehicles.
Charlotte, let me ask you kind of a more general question, but I think it's still important to underline this. Why is doing an event to celebrate this important for the hospital?
I just think it's important for the entire community to come together and celebrate. And what better cause than America's 250th? I mean, this is something we definitely want to do years on years and years, and we want to start doing more community events. But what a way to kick off a celebration for our community than to do this. And it's something that's going to be fun for the entire family. You know, our employees will be there. All of our patients will come out. Families will come out. All the kids, as Lexis was saying, we have so many events for the kids, so many things for them to do and everything. So I think it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful event community-wide.
Well, and we need more things like this.
Absolutely.
To build a sense of community, to build a sense of togetherness, because we seem to have gotten away from that.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And this is definitely a way that we can start doing that. And as Lexis said, we have Pike County National Bank that's partnering with us. We have Coca-Cola that's partnering with us. We have all kinds of different vendors and businesses in the community that are coming. She was just saying this morning, she still has people calling, saying, hey, what can I do? How can I participate? I mean, that's community right there. And she didn't mention also Brandon Andrews. He's going to come and sing the national anthem.
Main Street's own, yes.
Yes, nobody wants to miss that. He's wonderful. So we're excited.
He'll be at 10:45 with that, so make sure you're there by then.
Yes.
And I would just like to point out, it's okay, because if you forget to mention Brandon Andrews, he bursts through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man and mentions himself.
He may be calling soon.
Yeah. I love Brandon. I've known him since he was about that tall.
He is
a great guy.
Wonderful. And he's definitely one that is all about a sense of community and tried to build community. So we're great. We're really excited that he's going to participate with us.
Well, and I just wanted to make sure we underscored the reason behind it, because you look at it and it's like, oh, we're throwing a party. Well, yeah, but it's a little bit more than
it's
that.
so much more. Just like you said, I mean, we're the community hospital. I mean, we care for patients all day, every day and all that. We want to celebrate with them. We want to be part of the community. We are part of the community, and we just want to bring everybody together. And let's remember that. Let's remember we are a community. We need to depend on each other, be able to lean on each other. Let's celebrate that.
Exactly. We don't spend enough time celebrating anymore.
Absolutely.
And this is a great excuse to do that. And it's all your fault, Lexis. This is what we're being told.
Look, we'll blame it on Miss Kimberly Stevenson, who's also right now texting me to remind everybody we will have plenty of seating for you all, but bring your lawn chairs, please. Bring that as well, because it's going to be a very expensive area, especially with the kids zone, the grass, the music, the stage. That way you can get your prime spot for where you want to be with your family that day.
Now, where is this exactly for people?
You cannot miss it if you try to go to the hospital, but the physical address is 1506 Aston Avenue. So that is the new building that you've been seeing constructed right across from the hospital. So it's going to be in that parking lot, which is right across from the Cancer Institute in the Medical Pavilion, formerly known as the Medical Arts Building. The event parking will be in the Medical Pavilion. So right behind Dr. Stephanie Ricks, in between Marion Avenue, you'll see if you drive by Marion, you cannot miss it. If you do, we may help you in some other ways.
We can take a look at your vision if you don't see it, because you might need a little help, a little correction perhaps. Now, this is, and I want to make sure we make this clear too, this is a free event, right?
Yes. This is a free event.
Unless you want to throw things at the bosses, in which case...
That's the only thing we're going to take from you is your money for $1 to get Aaron, Charlotte, Robert, Mallory, everybody in the dunk tank.
And what a good cause. What a good cause.
And a few other things too. Pals Rescue will be there, so your own furry friends, they're invited to come out and dress them up. I would love to see a little weenie dog dressed up in some type of patriotic outfit. Yes. Bring them out. If you don't already have one, like I said, Pals will be there.
You can go home with one.
So you have options with that. So we're thankful that they're going to come out with us that day. We have a lot of different community organizations, just to name a few that we have coming out. We have Washcopter. Have you heard of Washcopter at all?
No.
Have you noticed how Belk has recently been power washed, cleaned up a little bit? So Washcopter is a local organization that power washes using drones. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, that's a great idea. I wish I would have had that beforehand, but somebody beat us all to it. But I'm excited to talk to them and really understand just how they became who they were with that. Because they're definitely growing, doing some good things. So Washcopter will be there, Macomb PD will be there, the Black History Gallery, of course, Pike National and Bank, aside from just hot dogs, they'll be there giving out different things to everybody. Ceasefire, Fernwood Fire Department will be there, and the list goes on. There's lots more people, like Ms. Charlotte said, they're still calling, trying to see how they can be a part of it. And that we're so thankful for, especially for, once again, us pulling this together and just everyone coming together to not only just be there and attend and help us, but to actually be a part of it as a community as a whole, to celebrate our country.
Well, and that to me, you pulled this together in 3 weeks. You've still got people calling. They lined up at the door and said, I want in, I want in, I want in. This speaks back to... This was a need. There was a pent-up desire for something to celebrate the 250th, and the Southwest Health Systems just kind of stepped in and filled that void, if you will. And as the pressure release valve, everybody's coming to you now.
Yes, we're very excited. We're very excited.
It's a team effort. That it is. We have the excitement we have for it is why this is working out. Mm-hmm. Whenever you want to do good things for everybody and you have the same idea in mind, this is what happens.
Yeah, I thought we were excited when we came up with the idea. We were like, oh gosh, that would be the perfect community event to get everybody together. And we brought it to Lexis and Kimberly. And I was like, okay, I thought I was excited. They were over the moon. And you can tell by the results of what they have created and everything that they've pulled together. I mean, she's already talked about love. There's going to be so many giveaways. Oh, and we bought... Okay,
yeah, do we want to talk about it? Okay,
yes,
we should.
Yeah.
This is all you. This is all you.
A T-shirt cannon.
Oh, no.
I'm so excited. I don't know if they're going to let me actually shoot it.
At first, that was the plan, but for safety reasons, maybe not.
I think I'm a little too excited, so they're like, maybe once I can get on the stage.
We'll give you two.
First and straight. Two?
You get two. Yes. 2 T-shirts.
So y'all be there, be standing, because I'm like, I can't wait.
Wear your bullseye T-shirt.
Absolutely.
Now, here's a question. for an extra fee, say $20, can I use the T-shirt cannon at the dunk tank?
You know what? We do have a meeting after this to go over some more details.
I'm just saying.
All right,
That's
Dave.
the first thing on the agenda now.
You've got the
Don't let me
equipment
forget that,
there.
okay.
The whole stage is set.
I don't see why not. We don't even need to discuss that in the meeting. Yes, 100%. That's how that's going to go.
You know, you're set for what I think would be a unique event.
Yes.
T-shirt cannon dunk tank.
That'll be the entire event next year. Nothing else. Only that.
12 booths.
Only that.
Oh, love it. So just to sum up here, we have Freedom Ice, puppies. You get to throw things at the bosses. I don't see a weak spot in this.
Once again, keys versus strings.
Yes.
Everyone loves some good music.
Good
Plays
food,
a little bit of
good
everything for
music.
everybody. What more can you ask for?
That's right.
Let's go.
Free. Oh, wait, no, you did that too. Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. So it's coming up on Friday, July 3rd, which a lot of the 4th of July things are happening on July 3rd because this is going to be one of those years with it officially falling on Saturday where it's just going to kind of spread and take over the whole weekend, I think.
The whole year in a way.
Mm-hmm. I saw that. A lot of people are having 250 events. They've already started having them. They've had them already and everything. So it's a big deal. We just want to make sure that everybody comes out, celebrate. If you can't be there the whole time, it's 10 to 3. If you can't be there the whole time, just come and grab a burger, grab a hot dog, dunk an executive.
Miss Charla will be at 12:30 in the dunk tank. Once again, 12:30 in the dunk tank. 11 a.m. will be Mallory. 11:45, Aaron. 12:30, Miss Charla. Once again, 12:30, Charla. 1:15, Miss LaVoice. And 2 o'clock, Mr. Robert.
Did they, well, let me ask you, as the boss, you agreed to this. Did the rest of them agree to this, or did you agree for them?
They agreed. I
Okay.
asked, and I said, I'm not sure they're going to love this, but I'll let them decide. Every one of them said, I am in. It's for a wonderful cause. It's going to be so much fun. They're all so much fun. They're all so much community-minded and all that, so they are all excited.
Absolutely free coming up. And just to remind you, so it doesn't sneak up, that's a week from this Friday.
That it is.
So this event's going to happen roughly a month after you first came up with the idea.
Yes.
Like I said, good things, they happen quickly. They do.
Right after the event, you're going to spend the 4th of July weekend sleeping, aren't you?
I mean, I may have to get a little PTO approved afterwards, if that's okay. Can we do that on air real quick?
Oh, you want it. Absolutely.
I don't know. She probably needs to have a discussion about the T-shirt cannon at the dunk booth first.
Maybe that would be contingent on that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We'll have this conversation later. We will.
There's some negotiation that has to happen there, I think.
Dave, I did forget one thing.
Yeah.
So we will have a special appearance by George and Martha Washington themselves. That'll be sometime in the afternoon. Can't give you the exact time because they are very busy this time of year. They are. But we're excited for them as well. We're appreciative that they are coming by our 250th celebration at Southwest Health.
And that's a very good point and a great reminder when you go home that night to leave out some freedom and liberty for George and Martha when they come down the chimney.
Exactly. We need them there. We need everyone's support with this one.
And, you know, you got to go see the guy. He's got wooden teeth. They weren't wooden, by the way. They were whalebone. Go look it up. The teeth were made out of whalebone. They had a wooden base to it.
I would like to say I've heard that before, but I don't think I have.
I have not.
I always do learn something with you. I always do.
And I sincerely apologize for that.
Knowledge is always good.
Yeah, come do my job for a while. No. Not always, no.
But see, you have some interesting conversations, I'm sure.
That is such a nice way to put it, Lexis. Friday, July 3rd from 10 until 3. Show up. Especially probably the biggest part of the biggest event at the entire festival. What time does Charlotte start in the dunk tank?
Once again, 12:30.
So about 12:30 is when things really kick into gear.
You'll have your music, food, Miss Charlotte in the dunk tank. Definitely be there by lunchtime. Definitely.
The line to pay to use the T-shirt cannon starts about noon, though. So, you know, they're going to be lined up waiting for you when you get up there.
Officially, we'll see how that goes.
Friday, July 3rd, 1 week from this Friday, right over there. Drive down Marion Avenue. If you can't tell something's going on, something's going on. America's 250th celebration. Going to be a great time. Make sure you don't miss it. Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, come back more often.
Absolutely.
I never see you.
Anytime.
Like once a year, I see you.
Lexis only lets me do this whenever she says. So.
Look, we'll blame it on me this time.
Give me a copy of the key so I can let her out occasionally.
What you do next week?
Yeah,
you back on.
We'll bring you back next week. Bring you back tomorrow. I don't care.
I appreciate it.
Enjoy having her here.
Aside from just this, we have a lot of good things coming up, so you'll talk to her soon, don't you worry.
Right, that's right.
Fantastic. We continue on this Wednesday morning on Super Talk, Mississippi, Pike County 93.5. Right after this. Keep it here.
Get ready to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Join Southwest Health and Liberty sponsor Pike National Bank on Friday, July 3rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 1506 Aston Avenue in Macomb for America's 250th celebration. Enjoy All-American Eats, live music from Keys vs. Strings, a kids zone filled with inflatables, games, and face painting, exciting giveaways, community organizations, vendors, and special appearances by George and Martha Washington. America's 250th celebration brought to you by Southwest Health, July 3rd from 10 to 3.
Every now and then, we remind all of you loving, awesome, hardworking husbands that you have a premium it's time to renew. No, it's not life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. It's way more important than those. I'm Kristen. Gentlemen, it's time to renew those long-term wife insurance policies. When you surprise her with a gift from Selmans, you remind her that no matter what lies ahead, you and she will get through it together. Your gift tells her this long-term wife insurance policy is for life. Renew your long-term wife insurance policy right here at Selmans. We're in it for the long term with you.
Don't miss Dave in the morning. Even when you miss it the first time, you can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. Super Talk 93.5 is always the place to be. Want to get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all around, it's all the Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, or just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have the crave. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Weekday mornings at 6 after 9 on 93.5 FM, or you can catch up anytime by going to
SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Dave in the morning at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. Catch up and catch on. Welcome back. I am very tempted to just let this play.
I've been running, trying to get hung up in my mind. Just got to give myself a good talking to this time.
Dr. John himself. Welcome back. Super Talk, Mississippi, Pike County 93.5 on a Wednesday morning. Thanks so much to Charlotte Rowley and Lexis Leggett for coming in here from Southwest Health System's big event a week from Friday. So what was that, like 9 days? Yeah. 9 days from now, that is going to happen. That's a great way to kick off 4th of July and 250th anniversary celebrations. I love the idea. Fantastic thing. Make sure you you plan on stopping by and enjoying yourself for a few minutes. I think it's going to be worth your time and worth the trip. Just to take a moment and go, we don't do that enough. Well, I mean, I did it last night because we had the final meeting of this administration of the Board of Mayor and Selectmen. Because all the election stuff is over. We have found out who is accused of having a black heart and what the word is that means that. And we're moving forward. Come July 1st, the new administration takes over with Mayor-elect Bruce Mullins, and the new board, about half of the board, will be new this time around. Last night, fairly uneventful. We did start with what I'm going to call the goodbye message from Mayor Cordelia Lockley.
At this time, I just want to speak directly to the citizens of Macomb. I appreciate you entrusting in me for 8 years to serve as your mayor for the city of Macomb.
Who's he usually talking to? Wanted to specify, I want to speak directly to the citizens of Macomb. That, okay, that's fine. Continues on.
No greater task was placed on my shoulder than to sit here and lead the city of Macomb for 8 years. With that being said, a new mayor will be assuming this seat effective July 1. And that is Mayor Bruce Mullins. I wish him the best and success in his tenure as mayor for the city of Macomb. Thank you.
Very nice. Very proper and appropriate. Well done. Well, we have had previous times where some people don't know how to act when they don't win. Being a poor loser has been almost an epidemic. Say what you want, think what you want. Mayor Cordelia Lockley was not a sore loser in that little address at last night's board meeting. So that to me is one of the ways that you can change that is we need to start giving credit and bragging when people react properly. I mean, you know, that's something that I don't know if it still is, but used to be taught in Dixie Youth Baseball and other things. You don't pitch a fit when you lose. You certainly don't pitch a fit because you lost 4 years ago, but you don't pitch a fit when you lose. You don't show you're behind because that's being a sore loser. You don't do that. The mayor, that was not quite a minute, but it was a pretty good clinic on how to not be a sore loser in public. We need to celebrate when people do that and give us an example to go by. That's how it's done. That's how it's supposed to work. Like I said, doesn't always happen that way. New mayor coming in, by the way. I haven't mentioned this. I've had it for a week. The May sales tax distributions for the city of Macomb last year in May, Macomb had $564,000. This year, $531,000. Just wanted to throw that out there. Now, moving on. It still would not have been a meeting of the Macomb City Board of Mayor and Selectmen during this administration if there hadn't been confusion at some point. That has been the hallmark. What are we doing? Did we vote on that? Do we have a motion and second? What's going on? The minutes have me marked as absent, but it also has me making the motion for it to be voted on. How does that work? Nonstop confusion. That has been the impression that has been given. That's the impression most people who pay attention to this have gotten. Because when you get right down to it, you can't just fly by the seat of your pants when you're running an entire city. but that's the impression that has been given. It's immaterial if it's true or not. That's what it looks like, sounds like, smells like, and feels like from the outside looking in. Great example of that last night. They were holding a vote. It got down towards the end, and Selectman McKenzie had a question.
None. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay. Ayes have it.
Number one on the phone.
Say what?
The phone.
No, we asked was anybody calling in. We can hook it up.
Matt's on.
I was on.
Selectman Cotting, not physically present, wanting to call into the meeting, apparently. But the phone
Welcome to the
wasn't even set up.
Collaboration Center. Please enter a conference ID and press pound.
So we're like 3-4 items into the meeting.
You will now be placed into the conference. Press star for help.
Identify yourself.
Selectman Cotting.
Okay, we have Selectman Cotting on the telephone.
I don't know if you heard, it was kind of low, but the board attorney, who was running a few minutes late, made the comment, said, I tried to call in, but it wasn't hooked up. Nobody answered. You ask in the meeting, and this is what the mayor said. We asked if anybody was calling in, and the people that weren't there because they were calling in didn't answer. So we just won't even bother to hook the phone up, set up the conference call until somebody calls us on it. I mean, I assume it's because Selectman Cotting obviously has a black heart. I assume that's the reason for it, right? Couldn't possibly be nonstop targeting. It's what it feels like, again. I honestly don't believe it is, but boy, do we keep building that perception up. It's ridiculous. So we had that little, whatever you want to call it, confusion, lack of attention, poor process. I don't care what you refer to it as. You've got people that aren't in the boardroom that are a part of the meeting. You go ahead and you hook the phone up. It's that simple. Just in case they want to call in. You don't ask in the room, is anyone not here that wants to call in? Nobody? Okay. That just seems a little ridiculous to me. But that was the process that was used. So we're going out the same way we came in, is what I'm saying for this administration. The very next item, by the way, was about everyone's favorite topic right now, the waste management contract.
I did ask.
The city attorney was on the call. Yeah, I didn't answer. She texted and told me she was on the call.
Okay, number 7. Consider approving the solid waste service agreement between the city of Macomb, Mississippi and Waste Management of Mississippi, Inc. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved.
Selectman Baylor.
Second.
Selectman Thompson. Discussion.
When you get a moment,
Selectman Cotting.
were we able to get the reduced price on the second can, similarly to what the county got?
We were, and we got the same amount. I think it was $9.20, if I remember correct.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? No one else? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay. Ayes have it.
Okay, couple of things there. Number one, you just heard the mayor say out loud that they got the same price for an additional can. You put out more garbage than one can's worth while you're waiting for the next pickup. You need more than one can. That's what I'm hearing is a somewhat common problem. You want to get that additional can. Apparently, they went back and renegotiated. The mayor said $9.20. He'd have to check it, but we're going to say below $10 it will take for an additional can. I have heard some different reports when people try to check up and get an additional can, what they're being told. Apparently, it's supposed to be somewhere between $9 and $10. We'll be fair because the mayor himself said, I think it was $9.20, but I think we'll be safe saying between $9 and $10, or even more easy to remember, less than $10 to get an additional can. Just keep that in mind. Keep that information in your back pocket as you move forward if you want to try to get a second can for your residents. Once again, I would like to remind you, because that was the vote to accept the contract, the city board, the Pike County Board of Supervisors, everyone who had their contract expire, the old waste management contract expired for everybody at the same time, so it had to go out for bids. Everybody that bid, every company who submitted a bid to take over trash collection, there were 3 in Macomb, all of them are using the same system. The big, enormous Godzilla-sized green cans, I assume that's why they're green, because they're Godzilla-sized. And then you put it out there, and the robot arm comes down and picks up the can and dumps it in the truck. There was not another option there. So I've heard some people, and I've had people say it to me directly, why did they do this? Well, it was this or have the garbage pile up in front of your house. That's the way most of them looked at it. They kind of had to. They didn't have a choice. This was the option. You either go with the first company, which is going to issue the cans and use the robot arm to pick them up, or the second company, which was going to issue cans and use the robot arm to pick it up, or the third option, which, surprise, was going to issue cans and use a robot arm to pick it up. This is a change in the trash collection industry, not a change spurred by anyone in the government at any level. As I said yesterday, you know good and well, I don't shy away from criticizing elected officials when they earn it. This one, they didn't have an option, really. So let's make sure we're upset in the right direction if we're going to be upset. I would like to offer a counter, perspective on this. If you had told me when I was 10 years old that one day that we were going to have a robot arm come pick up the trash, I would have been over the moon. Really? It's just going to go and just pick up the trash by itself? Basically, yeah. That's so cool. When's it going to start? I want to watch this. That would have been me at 10. That's me now, to be honest. I realize there are negatives to this. Had one person yesterday told me, older person, told me that they don't know if they're going to be able to take their trash out. Because the can is huge. It's 100-something gallons. It's a huge can. You get it full of trash. It's heavy. Yeah, I know it's got wheels, but still. There are negatives here. There are always negatives when you change things. But there wasn't a choice here. At least they did negotiate the price down a little bit for an extra can. But we kind of, we get what we get. Not a lot of control for the individual when an entire industry changes. Otherwise, none of us would have that stupid little button in our vehicles with the A and the circle around it that if you don't press it every time you get in and crank up, your car's going to die at every red light. Nobody would have that. We weren't asked, were we? They're doing away with that, by the way. Thank you, President Trump. But that's another example of something that was almost universally hated. You got it anyway. Why? Because it was mandated. All the vehicles had to have it. So if you were going to get a vehicle, it was going to have that. There was no option package where you could take it off. Same thing here. There was no option package where you could just keep your old garbage cans and keep doing business the way you've been doing it all this time. That was never an option. That was never a possibility. So, as usual, we just have to roll with the punches and keep moving forward, right? That's about all we can do. Another hallmark of this administration they got two more hallmarks I want to talk about very quickly. Is almost getting things done.
Number 8, consider appointing Sanquanita S. Ramsey to term B of the Civil Service Commission with the new term expiring June the 30th, 2032. Can I get a motion and second?
So move.
Okay, we got Select Woman Isaac and Select Woman Baylor going set for the second discussion.
None.
None. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay.
Nay.
Nay. Nay. Okay, nay being Selectman Cotting, Selectman McKenzie, Selectman Mullins, and Selectman Thompson. Nay. Nay. Okay. Motion failed.
We have seen this many times where somebody is nominated. I don't know anything about that particular candidate for the Civil Service Board, but very obviously the majority of the board did not like the idea for whatever reason. I have no idea what it was, but for whatever reason, that was not a good pick. So I kind of have a little fun with that, but that's the way things are supposed to work. Majority wins. And we have fallen into the trap in recent years that simple statement isn't viewed as sacrosanct anymore. The majority wins is usually followed by, yeah, but the wrong majority won. No, you can't parse it at that level. The majority wins. You got 10 people in a room, ask them what they want for supper. If 8 people say pizza, you are not getting a bagel. That's the way it works. And that has kind of fallen out of favor. That has, it's not really fallen out of favor. That's still the way it works, but the perception of it has turned into what everything else has turned into, us versus them. Both sides of every argument think they're in a war, and everything has to go your way or it's a wrong, evil decision. That's not the case. We've got to change the way we look at things. We have to back off from the continuous, nonstop partisan war and just make good decisions. I'm going to say something that's going to shock you. Just because it comes from a Republican does not make it a good idea. Just because it comes from a Democrat does not make it a good idea. Good ideas are good ideas. We have to quit immediately filtering any suggestion or any idea through the lens of partisan politics, which is what everything has become. There are reasons. I don't have enough time left in the show to go over that again. We've talked about it before, but enough is enough. It has not been productive for society at any level. It has not moved us forward as a society, and it, to me, demonstrably has made things worse, not better. So we need to back off from that. I don't know if you heard the interview this morning with Richard and Scott Colomb, Democrat. I loved that interview. It was great. Richard was right on it when Scott was saying his dad was a Republican, he worked for Reagan, and Richard just immediately came back and said, "What happened to you?" We have to get back to that attitude. I'm not saying you have to go vote for him. I'm just saying we have to have some civility back in things and be able to have a conversation like Richard did with Scott Colomb this morning. We have gotten away from that. So there will be some people that will be upset by that last night. And that's fine. You have winners, you have losers in everything. We just have to learn how to be good losers again, because everyone has forgotten that skill. But the final meeting of this administration, 4 years ago, this administration took over. 8 years ago, Mayor Lockley took over as mayor in the center chair. It would not have been appropriate to end the term without this.
Consider entering into executive session to discuss the MOA for the Main Street grant. Kind of got a motion and second.
So moved.
Selectwoman Bailey.
Second.
Selectman Thompson. Discussion. None. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Being Selectman Connie, Selectman Thompson, Selectman Mullins, Selectwoman Baylor, Selectwoman Isaac, Selectman McKenzie. Chief, would you escort everybody down? Yeah. Oh yeah, you want to add and personnel.
I can. The average has got to be pretty close to, 2 a month. We have 2 meetings a month because we have had multiple special call meetings over this administration, and some of those included an executive session. I don't know. I haven't looked this up, but I'm pretty sure I can count on the fingers of one foot how many meetings we've had that didn't have an executive session during this administration. So it's only fitting we end things up as we're walking out the door. Last item on the agenda for the last meeting of this administration, we need to go into executive session. Of course you do. They must have incredible snacks during executive session. Been saying that for a while. Not once have I ever been invited to enjoy the snacks. It's just a shame, if you ask me. But that was it. Now, that was it, asterisk. Because today is the 24th. The new administration officially takes over at midnight, June 30th, a week from now. July 1st, the new mayor and board of selectmen take over. That gives us 6 or 7 days for a special call meeting to happen. It would not be the first time that we have ended an administration. We just got to take care of this right now. And you call a special session, special call meeting. I personally don't know of anything coming up that is going to require that, but when has that ever stopped anyone? So we'll wait and see. For now, we're going to call this the end. This is the final meeting of this board of mayor and selectmen. Is that accurate? Maybe?
If you cry
possibly. I might even say probably. And then the next time you and I get to have a discussion with some board meeting audio, you're going to hear some different voices. And we shall see where we go from there. I'm hoping we go into a quiet, boring period of the Macomb City Board. I have all of my fingers crossed. Dave needs a break, is what I'm saying. Let's have a whole bunch of positive stuff. Let's turn this ship around. I didn't buy tickets for the Titanic, and so far the cruise has stunk. Stinking. Pick whichever word you feel is appropriate to end that sentence with. Final break. We'll close it down for this Wednesday right after this on SuperTalk, Mississippi, Pike County, 93.5. Keep it right here.
Get ready to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Join Southwest Health and Liberty sponsor Pike National Bank on Friday, July 3rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 1506 Aston Avenue in Macomb for America's 250th celebration. Enjoy All-American Eats, live music from Keys vs. Strings, a kids zone filled with inflatables, games, and face painting, exciting giveaways, community organizations, vendors, and special appearances by George and Martha Washington. America's 250th celebration brought to you by Southwest Health, July 3rd from 10 to 3.
Every now and then, we remind all of you loving, awesome, hardworking husbands that you have a premium it's time to renew. No, it's not life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. It's way more important than those. I'm Kristen. Gentlemen, it's time to renew those long-term wife insurance policies. When you surprise her with a gift from Selman's, you remind her that no matter what lies ahead, you and she will get through it together. Your gift tells her this long-term wife insurance policy is for life. Renew your long-term wife insurance policy right here at Selman's. We're in it for the long term with you.
Don't miss Dave in the morning, even when you miss it the first time. You can catch it on the podcast, missing out would be a crime. SuperTalk 93.5 is always the place to be. Wanna get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com, it's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, or just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have to pray. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com, it's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, or just right there on the page.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world.
A very nice musical way of saying get out.
Closing time.
Used up our minutes again. Get another bucket tomorrow morning at 9:06 to spend as we wish. And we will, as we always do, you and I. Before we end up today, though, a couple of things. Number one, thanks to Charlotte Rowley from Southwest Health Systems, and of course, the always energetic and talented Lexis Leggett. The America's 250th celebration coming up a week from this Friday, next Friday, July 3rd, from 10 until 3, right over there next to the hospital. Going to have a lot of great stuff. All of it's free unless you want to throw stuff at the bosses, in which case they're going to charge you a couple of bucks. See, you're getting value for the money, though. It's the way you look at that. I want to leave you, though. You know, I talked to Charla while they were here about how important it is to build a sense of community and get things moving in the right direction again. I think this is a fantastic step. I have a headline. This is an actual headline, okay? None of this is made up. This is a 100%. I've read into the story. I've poked around. I was like, that can't possibly be a headline. Yeah, it's a headline. This is why it's important to celebrate what we have in America, because I have a headline from Canada which sums up the way the world is going these days. Are you ready? You're not, but at least pretend. Here we go. Female cop shoots Jewish rabbi outside Pornhub office in Canada while hiding from Marxist gunman who killed immigrant officer named Muhammad. That is an actual true headline, and at no point in that headline did I know what the next word was going to be. There was no way to predict where you were going there. Why was the Jewish rabbi outside the Pornhub office? Canadian story. However you feel about it, they're Canadian. I'm sure they're sorry. Have a great day. We'll do this again tomorrow morning at 9:06 here on SuperTalk, Mississippi, Pike County. My friend, I'll see you then.
SuperTalk Mississippi media production.